It's time for us to take a look at a brand new Grotmas detachment. Now, a massive thank you to Games Workshop for providing us access to this detachment so we can bring you this overview video for what is included from detachment rule to enhancements and also the stratagems. But if you're a YouTube member, there is also an example list which you can watch right now alongside this video. So you've got all the breakdowns of the combos in that video. And if you're not a YouTube member, then consider becoming one so you can get access to that video as well. And don't forget, we also have a how to play course on this faction where we take a look at the deployment, advanced tactics, all the other detachments for this faction. The link for that will be in the description below. But with that, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video, and we'll take a look at what this detachment can do. It's time to take a look at the Grizzled Company, the brand new detachment for the Astra Militarum, and boy oh boy,
it's a spicy one.
They've got some firepower and orders.
They do indeed.
Yeah, so should we get stuck in with this detachment?
Let's go for it, mate.
All right, so what we get for the detachment rule is Ruthless discipline. So it means that you get +1 to the number of orders each Astra Militarum officer model from your army can issue, as stated on their datasheet. So it'll tell you the data sheets, exactly what each one can order and who they can order to. Just bump it up by 1 for each officer. But there's more.
I know it's coming.
So, whilst an Astra Militarum unit from your army is affected by an order, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can reroll hit rolls of 1.
Yep.
But there's more. Yeah. If the target of the attack is within range of an objective marker, reroll a wound roll of 1 as well.
Do you know what I like about this? It will benefit anything that you put in the list. So you could try some, spicy flavour picks, and it benefits. There's no restrictions in the sense of other detachments say you have to take this unit or this character has to have that. Whereas this, what I love about it, and this is what all detachments in my opinion should be, is it's finally a detachment that benefits the perks of the army rule. Yeah, so gives you more of the army rule. Yeah, it's going to make your army rule feel that much more impactful. I mean, orders are a very good army rule already, but now there is one restriction in the fact that you have to take the right officer to issue the right orders. Yeah, and only certain officers can
issue to certain units, and
sure.
Certain units, not everything will, because some units like Bullgrin or Ogrin can't be given orders.
Well.
We've got enhancements. But that's where the limitations come in. But I think with this army rule, like you said, you're now going to be able to take a look at your list and go, where can I get the most out of this? And do I actually need to take that many officers now?
What I mean by what I was getting at is, you want to play the army rule. Yeah. You want to
absolutely.
You want to give orders. Orders now give you move, or fixed bayonets or extra spicy stuff. Whereas now, the units you gave the orders to that benefit from the order now get the rerolls. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It plays lovely into how you want to play anyway. Yeah,
it is very good, and I think we can, if we look at the rest of this at the end, because we've got some spicy enhancements and stratagems that are really going to make this detachment shine, I think. So, but reroll ones to hit as a straight off ability is great. Keep your officers safe, because if you lose your officers, you lose a detachment rule, not just an army rule now. So you really need to make sure that the orders are properly defended and secured, otherwise you are going to miss out on pretty much all the cool combos in this detachment. That's the one weakness. Sure. But enhancements. So we mentioned about Ogrin and Bullgrin. Well, if you have a commissar with the abhuman detail, basically you can add the Ogrin keyword to the list of units this model can issue orders to. And in the declare battle formation step, the bearer can be attached to Ogrin or Bullgrin.
But there's a slight caveat that they can only be given the order of fixed bayonets, is it? Yeah,
so it's fixed bayonets or the +1 OC and leadership order. That's just because of the commissar's data sheet. That's all he can issue. But it does mean that at least you can give +1 weapon skill to the Bullgrin, which is make them hit better in combat, which is great. Reroll ones to hit, potentially reroll ones to wound now. So now they've got a bit more damage option. Or just make your Bullgrin OC2. They're already hard to shift. Now secure that point. Try and take it. You can't out OC me, because I've got the extra OC order. So.
I've played against 6 Bullgrin before, and I've just absolutely bounced off them. So the only way I can deal with them is by just sending in some trash units to out OC them.
Now they've got
with this.
Problems. It's very good, very good. The next one we got is the Equivalent Eye. So this is Astra Militarum officer model only. Each time you select an order for the bearer to issue, you can select this new order. So we've got a brand new order here. The target weak spot, and this means each time a model in the unit makes a ranged attack that targets an enemy unit within 12 inches, improve the AP characteristic of that attack by 1. I mean, this is good on near enough anyone, but like the one that we've seen, well, wanted to point out the most is obviously the Rogue Dawn. Like we can't, I think this detachment anyway, you're already seeing Rogue Dawns in pretty much every list, whether it's 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6.
Yeah, I've been there, I get 6.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the staple of a list these days with a Astra Militarum list, but now you can make one of these Rogue Dawns +1 AP if you really wanted to.
Which I think, like, the only kind of saving grace you have against the amount of weapons that this Rogue Dawn has is that some of the weapons are -1 flat free.
Yeah.
Now pushing it up to that -2 bracket, it's...
The issue you will have here, though, is because you can only be affected by a single order, you then miss out on the +1 ballistic skill. I think if you put this on the extra AP, if you put this on to like 20 guardsmen, whether it's Kriegers would be good because if they lose a model, +1 to hit as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So now they've got the +1 to hit, they get the extra AP.
And the rerolls.
Yeah, or even Kassakin. Like Kassakin with +1 AP now. Like it's
just volume of attack.
Volume of attack with +1 AP is obviously a fantastic order to have.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think like this is a really solid enhancement, and I think you probably see this in a lot of lists.
And there's ways when we get to the stratagems we can make that even spicier.
Yeah, exactly. There's some good combos. Then we've got Spec Ops Veteran, infantry officer only. Each time you issue an order, you get another order, so it's a new one. Yeah. Move to the shadows. It gives you stealth when you're targeted by ranged attacks. So the combo that I really like is actually Ursula Creed leading 20 Cadians with a Cadian command squad. Because what this means, Lee, is you're actually going to get cover if you're on objectives, and you're also going to be able to get the order here to give you +1 save, and then with this enhancement now on the Cadian command squad, you can then obviously get the stealth as well. So now because Creed lets you have 2 orders affect your unit, you've obviously now got stealth, cover, +1 save. Like this unit's going to be so hard to shift, man.
Okay, so effectively you've got a cheap 20-man unit, which has now effectively become power armor.
Yeah, effectively. Like, but this is where like ranged attacks, or you have to put something big into that unit now to deal with it.
You ain't going to kill, unless you're really lucky, with 1 activation, 20 of those at -1 to hit.
No, exactly. And this is where like I think with this type of unit, obviously in the melee map, into World Eaters, even potentially some Blood Angel lists or Empress Children, it's not going to be effective. But if you're playing into a ranged meta, then actually this sort of combination works really well.
Like Death Guard, like Mirror Match.
Yeah, exactly. Like that unit is gonna be a staple brick, and they've got sticky objectives because they're Cadians. So it's like another really annoying to shift unit.
For sure.
But you're not paying that much to do it. So I think it's a really good combo. And then we've got Lord Hailer, so officer, you can issue orders from this officer model in the unit, can issue orders 12 inches rather than 6. Now this is good on a Rogue Dawn commander.
Yeah.
Because now you've got 3 orders on this guy. And then you can just go boom, boom, boom. There's 3 different orders you can give out.
Yeah.
So I do like them. I think overall these enhancements are great.
Yeah, that one's a bit more situational depending on your play style, but it could come in clutch.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got some fantastic enhancements here. A great detachment rule, really good enhancements. Some new orders as well, which will really spice up some of the combos that we can look at with this army. So you're going to have to get more tokens. That's the next thing. If you're playing this detachment, you need a few more tokens for your orders, unfortunately. But hey, it's still good. Should we go on to strats?
Let's look at these strats. Okay.
So 1 CP.
That's
it. Start of any phase, 1 Astra Militarum officer unit from your army. You can issue 1 order as if it were your command phase. So this is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
And yeah, unbelievable, because it's any phase. So that's your turn, your opponent's turn. You can just go order.
So, for example, where I'm seeing that now is that the Bullgrim, let's say, their OC1, going into your opponent's command phase, you could then just go, right, I'm issuing an order, extra OC, and that now could tip
the objectives
to deny it for them. Yeah.
But this is so there's multiple ways you can now be offensive in your turn.
Yeah.
And then 1 CP in your opponent's turn to put the defensive order on, and then you're just flipping the state of the board in that respect. Like you said, primary, just switch and primary control is very, very strong. But there are some really cool, I think when you're looking at this, there's some really cool tactics that you can do with this. It's going to allow a lot of cool interactions on the tabletop. If you're playing Astra Militarum, this is going to be a really good way to manipulate the way that you're controlling the board. Then we've got no retreat, your command phase, Astra Militarum unit from your army, affected by the duty and honor order, which is the +1 OC.
Yep.
Basically, you get sticky objectives.
Wow.
So, yep, this is really good. I think we can look at some, like there's a really good combo that I was looking at, which is like the Taurox. You can scout that up with Catachan, sticky an objective at the start of the game if you go first, and then move off, like because you can give the with the Rogue Dawn tank commander, which is where maybe the 12-inch order range would come in handy. Because then at least you can get them when they've done the scout move. So yeah, really good.
Nice.
But it gives it any unit. It's not just like
infantry. Or
infantry.
tank,
it's anyone can have this. So like yeah, great. Veteran sharpshooters, 1 CP, your shooting phase, Astra Militarum unit from your army has not been selected to shoot. You gain ignores cover on ranged weapons. I mean...
Well, that there combined with what we were saying about the extra AP enhancement.
Just take the building off the board.
Like, yeah.
I've got a Rogue Dawn looking at you.
I know some of your las guns, but when you've got like 40 shots coming at you at -1 with ignores cover, they'll do some damage, especially the re-rolls to hit.
Yeah. It's good, right?
Well, not really, but yeah.
No, it's good for them. It's good for the guard.
If you're a guard player. Yeah.
1 CP, Purging Fire. You've got Astra Militarum unit that's been affected by an order. You get lethal hits on ranged weapons if your unit's within range of an objective marker. So you get combined arms for anyone for 1 CP against anything as long as you're on an objective marker.
Does that work with Wargaming as well?
Yeah, because they could be affected by that unit that's being led by the commissar, because they have to be affected by an order to have this strat played. Yeah. But it could give them, but it's a shooting phase, so the Bullgrim would be used for
this. Okay. Phase,
but you could put this on, and I know we're saying it again, but like a Rogue Dawn, or even something like a Lehman Russ, because you get full reroll hits against things on objectives.
Yeah.
Full reroll hits, lethal hits, boom, you're going to punch up into high, give it +1 AP. Now it's AP2, flat 3 damage with D6 +3 shots.
And lethal.
Or we'll go back to the example you used and just go 20 guardsmen with all their guns are lethals.
No, you're going to get a few sixes in there.
So, yeah, exactly. So it's nice to see, like everyone, I feel like a lot of guard players just went to combined arms because you get lethals as a detachment rule, which is a really strong ability, especially on all the little guns. It starts to stack up. Now you've just got this on anything for a CP.
I see why they would take that, because that's all that was there to them really competitively, but I think why this detachment slightly edges it is because guardsmen normally hit on like 4s, 5s and 6s anyway, so you're looking for those, anything to help you into the wound phase. But I think where this shines is when you're getting your rolls, you get the extra chance to re-roll those misses. Oh mate, no, I think this is bad. Yeah,
it's good. Then we've got Mordian Minute. So this is 1 CP. If your infantry unit is affected by first rank fire, second rank fire, so +1 attack to rapid fire weapons, you also get +1 strength. This is going to be insane on something like Kassakin, even Scions as well with the melter guns. Because those melter guns go to strength 10, which is a big break point.
For sure.
The plasma guns, it means you don't necessarily need to overcharge to get the strength 8.
Well, the thing is though, I don't overcharge for a strength, you overcharge for extra damage.
Well, the damage, and the AP. But it depends, because the reason I say that is because strength 8 to strength 9 as a break point
for sure.
Isn't massive apart from playing knights with armigers.
Yeah, but 9 to 10 is, because now you're wounding
all battle tanks
on like
3s. Yeah, exactly. So it is a big break point, 9 to 10, but 8 to 9 isn't a massive break point if you look at the stats. But it's still like any infantry unit getting this is going to benefit from, because there's an array of weapons in guard squads, isn't there? So
yeah, for sure.
And then on top of that, we've got 1 CP additional armor, because the tanks really needed more armor on them. Basically, in the shooting phase, 1 unit from your army can get armor of contempt.
Yeah, it's great, but I think that's absolutely cooked.
Well, this now.
Yeah.
I was looking at Rogue Dawns when you look at the. So the tank commander gets rerolls and not can issue orders, but normal Rogue Dawns can flip damage to 0.
Yeah.
So now you can have this really, like, I've just got this option to turn the last cannon to a 0, but all other little shots, I can just go -1 AP for the shooting phase.
Yeah.
Well, for 1 attack because of the balance data slate, you're only going to get it against a single attack shot.
Yeah.
Or attack sequence, sorry.
Activation,
Yeah. But at the same time, like, wow, like armor contempt on anything.
Yeah, and ignores cover as well.
Put that on Acadians. with the stealth and the cover.
We don't need tanks.
No, you've got Cadians. Just run Cadians.
120 guards, man.
Yeah, with all this cover and, well, only one will get stealth.
You've got sticky objectives, -1 to hit, extra AP, extra strength.
Woo!
Lethals.
Yeah. Sticky.
Just need a drop pod.
Just need a drop pod, exactly. Yeah, wow. What a detachment.
I like it.
It's genuinely got all the good things that guards want and need in a single detachment. I do think that this will be the new way to run guard competitively.
Yeah.
It does
it's more
have
consistent, I think.
It's more consistent. The one weakness I will say that's more glaring, because the big problem or big weakness of guard as a whole, and we look at this on the SWOT analysis as well as the faction, is orders. If you get rid of their chain of command and kill the officers early, then guard really struggle to start to punch up.
Yeah.
But when you have something like combined arms, at least you still get detachment rules and abilities you can pull. This detachment relies even more so on orders, that even though it's making the army rule better, it's also relying on the army rule even more. So you really, if you're playing this detachment, really bunker down those officers and make sure that you're not throwing them away.
If you can precision something out, if you epic challenge a character out, that's when I'll start suffering.
Exactly, because as soon as those officers are gone, this detachment's just data sheets.
Yeah.
There's a few strats here and there. Obviously, they're all great strats, but there's a few strats at work. But
a lot of them come from if you are
on an order. The detachment rule is if you're affected by an order. So yeah, there is a few weaknesses that you can exploit or you need to protect against. Units that we think really shine in this. Anything really, right?
The detachment rule benefits all. Grim, I think, really shine in this because the fact that now they hitting on freeze, which is one of the only units in the book that actually hits on freeze without an order, now hitting on 2s, and they're absolutely a nightmare to
and reroll 1s to hit as well.
Rerolling, like the success rate there, 2s rerolling 1s.
Bullgrin like Sandguard.
You can put them on an objective to go and delete something off an objective. They now get rerolls to 1 to wound as well, and then let's say they fail to kill the unit.
Yeah.
You just go, oh, okay, so I didn't kill quite all the units, so I'm just going to make myself extra OC, and it's mine anyway.
Yeah. Well, this is it. It's like that stratagem to just flip someone into a different order, because the way orders, if you're not familiar, orders, if you have an order already and you get issued a new order, it replaces the original, unless there's certain data sheets that allow you to have multiple orders. So like one example is Ursula Creed. Ursula Creed lets you, Ursula Creed, I think, is invaluable in this detachment because having multiple orders, if you can get that, is really strong because of the combinations from either the enhancements or just some of the overlaying abilities that you can get from it.
But that's what's so powerful about it. It comes to your turn, your command phase, you go, right, the Bullgrim +1 to hit or extra ballistic weapon skill. Charge in, you do the damage, comes to your opponent's turn on a clapback, they want to try and score extra OC.
Yeah, or pile onto an objective, put 3 models now at 6 OC.
It's
like that would normally take someone off their natural expansion, 6 OC, right? So it's like
basically, guys, what we're saying is there's a reason why Bullgrim are 1 OC. so making them OC2 with them annoying shields and the Fear No Pains.
Yeah.
Get out of my life.
Yeah.
I've still got nightmares from them.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got Bullgrim, we've got Ursula Creed, and then anything else, like I know we have quite a few options that have
Cadians, I think
Cadians are good.
Where you're scoring pieces in your objective holders normally that just sit behind cover at OC like 20.
Yeah.
Now with these enhancements and then -1 to hit, the cover, the extra strength and AP, I think now these volume of attacks with the lethals, you start to doing
the other unit I think works really well is Death Riders. Death Riders are regiments, so you can give them orders. But it does mean now we have a fast-moving unit that can sticky, and reactive moves.
So you can give that unit scouts?
No, they don't get scout, but they move 10. But they also they get a flat 6 reactive move. I just think there's so many different, like every unit you look at will have a place in this, as long as it can be given an order. And then obviously that Bullgrim unit's an exception to this.
And the thing is that when you've got cheap scoring pieces like that can reactive move, like a lot of people I speak to about reactive move, they always seem to reactive move back to make the charge move less, or to reactive move behind cover so they can't get a shot. That's all great defensive players. But where this really shines, if you've got fast moving big bases, if they move within 9 and then you reactive move towards them, yes, you might lose a unit, but now you've stopped that charge and they now physically can't get onto that objective that you've just sticking.
Yeah.
So you're just going to score for another turn.
Yeah. No, it's good, isn't it? It's really good. But I'm excited to see what people can do with this. And guys, let us know what you think of this detachment. I think it's genuinely going to be an exciting way to play Astra Militarum.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of different things that you can do with this army now. And yeah, put the list in the comments below. And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.